audio got all of a sudden loud. For some reason, the thing just likes to jump up for no good reason. I'll do this. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Sorry there, chatteroons. I don't know why I did that. My bad. I don't know why I just blew out your ears. I'll just put it like there. That's audible. All right, sorry. They go boop boop, and now they can hear me. Hey, chat, bad news. No episode today. Thurston's feeling a bit under the weather, and I got some shit happening. So, unfortunately, very last minute thing of having to cancel this episode. But one thing I wanted us to do real quick, just so you don't come in here and go like, oh, God damn it. You know, or anything else like that. Is just do a quick Q&A, just chill out with you guys for about 30 minutes or so, answer some questions and stuff like that. I know it really sucks because we're about to go on a month break. Like, I get it. It blows. And some queued up episodes are going to be a little bit skewed and stuff like that. But health comes first. Mental stuff comes first and stuff like that. So we're not going to push that because we only have one chance of doing these type of episodes. And we're just not going to. Like, it's better when everyone's at 100 instead of everyone just raw dogging it, you know? Yeah. So what we're going to do on both chats on Twitch and YouTube side, if you can do me a huge favor for both of you, just at Narrative Declaration with a question you've always wanted to ask us. Please avoid what's everyone's favorite blanks, if you don't mind, please. Because that's just, it takes 5 million years to answer those. But if you do like for an example, one would be like, hey, Narrative Declaration, this question's for blank, or you're just generally curious and just like, hey, I've always wanted to know about this or this, either about the show, the production, the lore, the characters, stuff like that. Anything that we might be doing, etc. Also, if you've read up on the Patreon, we also did some major updates that we are going to do, like some major changes. You feel free to ask any questions about that in here if you want to as well, along with stuff that we're doing. So you guys are free to ask any questions, but of course, if no one's asking questions, everyone wants to stare at us, then we will leave. We shall go forth and go recover and stuff like that. But while everyone's thinking of questions to do, hi everybody, how's everyone doing today? Besides us being sick and shit.
Oh. You're good. I'm in the middle of packing hell, and repainting. We're repainting the house before we move.
Yippee.
I'm about to leave for the hospital tomorrow.
The hospital?
The hospital. I will
Hospital.
be going. Yeah, I will be gone until next Tuesday.
Well, we
I'm
hope
also under the weather. Thumbs up.
we're gonna do that. I'll put the text on. Well, I hope you get feeling as better.
Yeah.
Schmalty.
Yeah.
Actually,
Speaking of feeling better, points at Speaker and Hulkster.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I am yoked. I'm tired from the gym today. I went real hard. Have made up for some lost time. That's not a digger thing. I was like, you know what? I haven't done a leg set in like a month since I started traveling. So that was an experience. And now I am back here in the company of good friends, and I'm playing horse game.
Horse game?
You were already a horse.
Are you fucking kidding me, Hulky?
You're already a horse.
I told
He's
you
committing
last
to the
time I
bit.
was playing horse game.
You fucking idiot.
Which
It's
horse
fun.
game,
It's
dare
fun.
I ask? Is it the Uma Musume?
Yeah, I'm playing Uma
gotcha
Musume.
game?
My friends hooked me on
it.
It's fun. It's gambling.
Real fans
Yeah.
would play Barbie Horse Adventure.
Oh, God.
Is it on Steam?
You have no idea how
think
much
it
that
is.
sends me back.
Oh, hell
Is
yeah.
it? Hold on. We gotta see if
Yeah,
Barbie
look
Horse
it up.
Adventure.
If not, I'll let you.
Steam. Let me.
It's not.
I know
It's
there's
not
some.
on
I know
Steam.
there is a horse game that's not the anime one that's going around.
There's a free game called Horse.
Horse.
A short psychological horror game about a man tormented by his recent past and his... Oh dear. Oh dear. Never mind.
It's a psychological horror game.
I
That's
remember.
not what I expected from Horse.
I remember Barbie Horse Adventures. That game was fucking awesome.
I could fuck up Barbie Horse Adventures.
Yeah, you got to pick your outfit, and you got to like trade your horses, and you got to ride around and do side quests.
All right,
That was the
racing.
best.
for questions time, there's a couple
Yeah.
I can rattle off real quick. Send her up to everybody.
No, go.
Twitch chat has been very active on the question front. YouTube
Whoa!
is staring at me, which we love you, YouTube chat. But someone from the YouTube chat, Freelancer, can we get all the updated lists of Foundry mods for the cool effects and stuff? Yep, they're all on the Patreon right now, actually.
Whoa!
Yeah, I took the list that we currently have. Like, we're not updated to the current Foundry version because there's a lot of mods that we just rely on, and I'm just waiting for everything to get updated because it just takes the module authors to update them. Because that's the one downside about Foundry is that if somebody supports a mod and then just stops and no one else wants to pick that up, then that's dead in the water forever. That's just the one bad thing about relying on community mods. Is that it's up to the person who wants to do it, and if they don't update it to the newest version, you're just shit out of water. There's just quickly that one. Let me grab questions, and for speaker, speak up.
There's
Speak
a
up.
dog in his room.
They're fucking dead.
Can they hear me?
Yes.
Oh my god. Holy shit, I've been talking this entire time. Oh, that's why it was on my shitty headset, not my good mic.
Oh no!
Rookie mistake.
I just thought my answers were uninteresting.
So now that we can hear you, Lena passed. Lena was asked for speaker. How did Tannhauser come to be?
Tannhauser came to be after a laborious and painful iterative process that probably pissed the fuck off out of Thurston. Whereupon I did the traditional speaker D thing of sort through 800 character concepts until I found the one I like. And then I found Tannhauser. Tannhauser is partially inspired by my League of Legends main, Urgot, because he had a fucking fantastic rework. He is also inspired by my interest in revolutionary aesthetics, and as well as maybe less than aesthetic, cool geopolitical ideas. I wanted the idea of playing a guy that was like, I always like being anachronistic in fantasy games like Warhammer. So I really liked the idea of playing someone who was willing to do just horrendous shit for the sake of a justified revolution, but really didn't actually have a plan and maybe wasn't the best qualified guy for the position, just the only one that was in the D&D campaign, you know? And that was sort of my thought process with good old Tanny. He's a bit of Urgot. He's a bit of Mad Max. He's a bit of Legends of Galactic Heroes, and he's mostly me.
And the next that we
He is my
have,
friend.
he's our precious revolutionary boy.
He's a boy.
Dumb Music asks if those have been asked for apologize. Zoran, is Gorgamonger supposed to be Jormungandr from North mythology? No, Gorgamonger is just an amalgamation of words and syllables and shit. I think I was watching Wakfu at one point, like that, their animated show or anything. And like, I enjoyed it for what it is. And I mostly got to the one dragon fight against the time guy, I think it was. And
Nox.
And I enjoyed the naming scheme of the dragons. And so I tried to emulate something like that, where instead of just like, for Valion, the breathtaker or something of like some very fanciful dragon. I like the kind of aggressive name, or something like that for dragons. And that was just like a dragon name I would just randomly say all the time. And then whenever I had a chance to finally, you know, in millions of campaigns throughout the years, finally get a dragon in a campaign, I was like, well, here's Gorgamonger. Just to give it like a dragon sounding name instead of like, here's Ted.
Yeah.
Because
My
I would
favorite
just,
dragon.
you know, I didn't want this. I didn't want the name to sound soft, you know, soft and cuddly. I wanted a dragon name. So
Yeah.
I
That's what you
would have
wanted.
fought and died for Ted the Dragon, though.
Ted the Magic Dragon. Of course, if you guys, just like I always said, we do these. If you see a question in there, just interrupt me and you're like, Mr. Joy, I found a question I want to answer real bad. So feel free on the YouTube chat or Twitch chats. I go through them and stuff. Just some rules on the YouTube side. Ask, how much do the players know about session plots beforehand? Each player seems to know a lot about specific areas, like Tannhauser knows about Golgotha. Basically, on how that generally works. In the past, we used to do it to where like Warhams were in the past. Like me and Thurston would literally sit down and plot out the entire episode because we were very comedy focused. Like we wanted it a bit more structured and have the bits and the situations flow through so we could land on those points and fit within a certain time period. But player feedback was like, we're not really playing a game. We're just going through a show, and they wanted to play more of a game. And so we adjusted that for Rotgrind to where now I basically, if there's something really important I need to prep for or something I really need to know, I'll be like, Thurston, just give me generally what's going to happen this season so I can prep for it, because sometimes we need someone to go, hey guys, let's go this way. So we're still on track, because if it's super open world, then we'll just never get anywhere in any reasonable time. But as long as we have a conceded direction forward, then it's easier to do. But for the most part, no one really knows what's going on. The main reason that Tannhauser knows about Golgotha is that one of the things that we were doing for Rotgrind, it's like, hey, if you know anything about your characters, like Homeland and stuff, figure it out. Like, tell us what you want in it. Otherwise, we're just going to make up stuff. And if you don't like it, that's on you. And that's what I was saying for the season. So everybody,
Yeah, we're doing that bachelorette hometown visit.
yeah,
Exactly. I was gonna say this is that we're going home, but it's 5 times over. It's that awkward going home to your hometown Christmas movie, but over and over and over and over again, and each time it's about killing people and political schemes.
That's what my home visits are like. I don't know about y'all.
That's true. That's why I don't do them anymore, unless I'm forced to when the sequel happens. I actually got a question from Blood Moon Comics, who asks, does Salty think of the MILFs? As the one person in Rotgrind who has not been there for the MILFs, I think about the MILFs more than most people. I think they have ingrained themselves into my brainstem, and that I am bleeding actively from my cranium whenever I'm not thinking of the MILFs. Hence, I need to think about the MILFs. I have not a desire, I have a need.
I did ask the merch team if it would be possible to make a calendar and do a MILFs calendar, and it is possible. I just have to find artists to make very sexy MILFs art.
Smiles.
I know. Twist Salty's arm about it.
I can draw MILFs. I can draw
your
cute
voice
dads
broke
too.
a
Don't
little
worry
bit
about
there.
I can draw MILFs.
We have to balance it out. We have to have the MILFs calendar and the Gills calendar.
Exactly.
The
And you get to
gills,
pick.
true.
And guess what, chat? If you really want to, if it's that type of calendar that I'm imagining, you can like take one out and insert it into the other one. So if you want to mix, I'm just saying, for all the bisexual disasters out there, you can mix.
True.
Double dipping.
Hey,
as it
wait a
were.
second. I want of those.
Oh, wait a minute.
Bisexuals in chat, rise up.
Their month is over. They're gone now.
You're right. It's Wrath Month now.
They're like
I
love bugs. They're
literally
ripe for the
disappear.
season and they're gone.
I
you get to
disappear in
wait.
like a PowerPoint slide
They just,
transition.
It was all a dream.
We'll bring you back in 12 months.
Magazine.
For Deed the Wonder, I think you're just to quickly answer your thing. After looking at character creation, did either of the players pick any different heritages? With anything like a homebrew thing like this, heritages less prove lore wise and more mechanical wise. So unless the heritage gave an advantage in something like that to somebody, generally the human person is a human person. Because heritages in the Pathfinder 2e stuff is very tied to the world of Galarian. And since we're not in there, it doesn't make sense to follow exactly what it is unless we just take the mechanical part of it. Because like Oran's like a shoreline Strix Druid, but it's, you know, where he's at, like it would be applicable, but he's not strictly in the theme of that. Like his wings and stuff aren't that of a seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good part about like a homebrew setting though, isn't it? Like the idea that, if there's a mechanic in the game, you can easily reflavor that into something else for a different setting.
Yeah.
Sure can. Sure
I mean,
can.
tell whatever it is, you can change some of the words. Let's see. Crimson Bullet, for Zoran, you said you wanted to make more YouTube content. Any chance we can get a Foundry for Dummies type series? The problem with that is Foundry updates, and you're gonna watch that video, and then a year after, you'll be like, huh? Like I can give you the fundamentals of it, but people are gonna go like, well, how do I host my own server? It's like, well, you can host it yourself or buy a service for it. They're like, well, how do I do that? Why doesn't the video tell me? And I'm like, I know how people are on YouTube. I've been on this platform for years. I know people just smash their keyboard going, why video no say? Say now! And they'll try to find another video that explains it. There's a lot of tutorials out there. Unfortunately, Foundry isn't like the easiest to set up, like Roll20 or the Owlbear one and stuff like that, but maybe one day. And for lore question, which I'm trying not to give Thurston too many of them because Thurston cannot speak all that well today. So he's here chilling out with us and stuff.
But I still love you all.
Yeah. Katie Summit says, has the rot always existed to some extent? Or was it caused or created by someone? Does the big mystery.
The big mystery. It's only been around for like 150 years, though.
It all happened 355 years ago when little Tommy fell down the drain, and there he rotted away. And
yeah, Tommy's the reason.
Tommy's corpse. Yeah,
Tommy. Yeah,
I always knew it was Tommy, that rat.
Yeah, that's him.
We gotta get him.
He's gonna be the final boss.
No, the final boss is gonna be that crab that we befriended.
True.
Or didn't we already fight him?
No, that was Rotgrind.
Okay.
Question for Hulky.
No.
Mm-hmm.
For HulkyKrow, when you first were creating Rehua, what made you choose a tree?
What made me choose a tree? So when I was first concepting Rehua, I was picking through the ancestry, seeing, okay, what's kind of cool? Because I was like, okay, well, trying to figure out who's going to slot into what role. I think you, Zoran, wanted to do, like, I think you were initially, because with Thunder, you want to do, like, a bruiser when you were first doing test sessions.
Yeah, I almost became Thunder Thuck, the barbarian.
Oh, Thunder.
He was funny, though.
He was funny. But
Thunder,
because we didn't want too many...
Thunder Thuck. Oh!
I don't think we wanted too many bruisers or frontliners. Like, okay, you know what? Let me try and do something more supporty, or something where I can hybridize being a tank. Still lets me get up in people's faces, but let me take more of a backseat and keep people in the fight rather than be the one bringing the fight to people. And picking through those ancestries, okay, I need to have something that's going to mesh well with the character. I wasn't going too out there, and I picked through, it's like, oh, you know, we have like humans, we have different aberrant variants of humans, more anthropomorphized ancestries. But then we get to Kenasu. I'm like, okay, what is this? Oh, these are just weird space golems. They're just the universe piloting a frame. This is just Evangelion. And I really liked the concepts that were put in the the source material as well. Like, okay, just a little knurl of sapient space-time in this many-armed, like, construct. It's like, I like that. You're a freak. I'm down with that. And so I started concepting from there. I was like, okay, how can we make this uniquely me? I wanted to make that less the featureless, faceless orb that they typically are, and make it more personal. I wanted to be more, ironically, more like the other humanoid species that are within Galarian. And that led to something like, oh, it's more... What if this knurl of space-time tried to be more like the things around it when it was created? And that came back to the whole backstory we touched on, back in like Arc 3 or 4 or 2, where Rehua kind of imprinted upon his surrogate father, the King of Moths, and the many cultists who were consumed in his creation, which led to a more familiar shape rather than the nebulous, like, chaotic construct that a lot of Kenasu would tend to be like. There's no wrong way to do it. That's just kind of how I settled on, this is just an amalgamation rather than more tree than not. I don't know. I think I rambled a little bit on that one. Does that answer your question? I don't know.
To summarize, Kenasus use wood for their bodies.
Yeah.
And so that's a good template to go off on. So what I named the boy. Oh yeah. For everyone that the Imperial Knight showed up.
It did.
He's here.
Yeah, if you look at the stream, I'll show the video.
Play
of it.
the video. Play the video.
Yeah, I'll mute myself. Why is it? Yeah, it's not the right orientation. Whoop. Anyway, there's not going to be any sound or anything to it, so don't worry. Yeah, but basically, here's me unboxing it. The thing is huge, by the way. You know, you guys mostly, many of you, I think all of you have seen me. Yeah, except Hulky. You know, I'm a fucking titan of a lad, right?
Big boy.
This is my hand to this titan. Like,
That's a child.
That's how big this son of a bitch is. Like, I got some hammies, all right?
Yeah.
That's a big old boy.
Jeez. That is just a child.
And that's the guy that goes inside. And I think the measurement's correct, or he's the same size as like the guardsman you can buy from Joy Toy.
Oh my God.
So I have to double check that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, like you open up it or whatever. Like, did I not do the whole video? I literally downloaded the whole thing. I think I fucked up. Hold up. Anyway, I think I guess I can find some other videos. I'll find the one where he is complete. Where is the video where he is complete? God damn it. No, hold on. I have a solution to this. Because I should have.
Yeah.
There we go. This is the actual video. There we go. All right. So pull him out. The head itself, basically, it has a battery you could put inside of it, so the eyes glow like through the helmet. This thing also entirely it's fucking heavy. It's a lot of plastic. It's not just like all completely hollowed out. This son of a bitch is heavy.
Big.
He's a big boy. It also articulates the saw itself. The blades do move. I don't know if there's a motor in there or not. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to pay somebody to figure that out, that they could get it motorized for me. But here's how big the lad is. So, you know, those things to the left and right, those are my carrying cases, like my metal tray carrying cases, for my Warhammer armies. It's taller than that. It's
Lord.
They're big cases too. I think I don't think hold up, I can get you a measurement on how stupidly tall this thing is. And I was like, as soon as I got it, I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to fit this in my carry-on. I can't fit it. So I can't get it to Gen Con, which I was pissed. Without risking to severely damage it. Yeah, this thing's about like 2 feet tall ish, maybe.
Oh my god.
Probably
Yeah,
bigger or
that's
taller.
jeez.
I'm kind of like did
That
the
is your
tape
son.
measure and eyeballed it from the ground here, but like it's up there. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, it would be up there. He's a big lad, and I really wanted to bring him to Gen Con, and I was looking around for some baby carries. I'm like, this I can't even carry it. I can't even bring it with me. Even if I try to like take it apart and stuff, it's just too tall for the cases and everything else. I would have to like bring the box somehow, or it's too much of a logistical challenge. So I'm just like, well, we will meme on him one day if I could bring him via car. When people come down for Texas conventions or something, I'll bring him with me. But otherwise, he's a giant lad.
It would be funny if you can get every person you meet who has worked on Warhammer to sign them.
Hell yeah.
I mean, at that point, if I ever, if the Emperor Texas Speech crew ever did like a big meetup somehow, which I doubt it will. Everyone's generally an introvert.
Like, no, we've done them. They're just all in Sweden.
Yeah, like if I can't bring it to Gen Con,
Zoran, get that guy to Sweden. Get him to Sweden. Find a way.
The only way I could do it is
Get his
putting
ass
him
to
back
Sweden.
in his box and shipping the box, and then leaving a letter saying this is not for you. That's the only. That's the only way I could do it.
Got to ship it to Alpha Vusa. That's the only way.
That's it.
It would come back with
Also-
a different head on it.
It would come back covered in some sort of strange ooze.
That's him next to Bjorn, the other figure that
Oh
they
my
have.
God.
That I bought
You
for
got
myself.
Bjorn.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
it's
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Big
That's,
goes
that's
up
the
to his
joy
knee.
toy, Bjorn.
yeah.
Jesus.
I want to bring this knight to a local hobby store and just be like, hey, can I proxy this as my Titan? I want to
Yeah,
play with
it's a
just my
warlord.
I want to proxy this as my Titan and then just put it on the table.
Yeah, just ask someone if they want to play a game, and you go, "Yeah, so I have this new model. Can you help me like identify it and tell me how many points it is?"
Yeah, we'll figure
Yeah,
it
I'm
out.
new to Warhammer, and can you tell me what this guy
Yeah.
does?
I can play with this, right? It's painted.
I know he doesn't have a model base, but I can work with him, right?
I just get like a top of a bucket and put him on it. Here's his base. Anyway, yeah, that's our precious boy. We do not have a name for him yet. You are free to volunteer names in the Discord. We'll consider them.
Ooh.
Let's see. I'm grabbing some questions. No questions.
Jeremy Ratmonger.
Jeremy Ratlonger.
Okay, it says, can you tell Thurston I hate him a little? I listened to the Mutton King special halfway through, and while I was at work, and I wanted Burger King.
That's right. Good. They blame you. They should blame you. This is your idea. Mutton King.
When you guys meeting up to play Blood Bowl, I just got to organize it.
Yeah.
That's all on
That's
me.
right.
Maro Wolf from YouTube asks a question for Soren and Salt. What's that word on Rotgoons? Do you want to take that very quickly, Soren?
Basically, don't think of it coming back. Is probably what I would say.
Yeah.
My general consensus for that is what I told him was like, hey, if you guys want to continue this adventure, it'll be a lot more structured and polished up from last time because we had to shift gears pretty hard in the original thing, which made the latter half kind of be like, fuck. So I told him like, well, if you want to come back to it, feel free. But several of them are kind of tired of playing Pathfinder, and some other ones want to just do some other stuff. So I was like, that's fine. So unfortunately, unfortunately that adventure is over for now until the entire group comes up to me and says we want to continue this.
But at least it got to be finished versus other campaigns that.
Yeah, that was the goal. At least it got to an end.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's the
ideal
important thing
of-
for me.
The Ideal of Greed asks if Tannhauser hadn't been horribly traumatized by a tyrant and made a cybernetic revolutionary, where do you think he'd be? My answer is quite simple. He would literally be Immortan Joe. He would be He would live a long life as a wasteland savage warlord, and then he would grow up to become Immortan Joe. Literally just Immortan Joe.
Hell yeah.
Based. That's what we should have done. We let him down the dark path.
That's right. You made him a read theory. Now look at him.
He could have been a hero. Now he's a villain.
True.
Armor's Alpha asks, Zoran, Rotgrind, Sourcebook, Kickstarter win. That allows me to transition to all the news. If people haven't been reading up on our Patreon, we've been putting a lot of important updates on there. We even put on the YouTube community posting to, in terms of being canceled, no, it's for real, Chaz. Like, we got some people sick and I got shit going on in my life, so we're kind of raw dogging it today. So we're like, let's just do a quick Q&A and then head off for the day. We'll be back after a month, and then we'll have Earndil back. So, you're babe. Zoran Rotgrind Sourcebook Kickstarter win. We wanted to do one, basically to summarize the post that we did. Realistically, it would probably just be me and Thurston working on it, and unfortunately, Two Tail Stories really helps out with the PDF side and was a real champion about it, basically just doing it for free and really helping us out there. They are currently no longer capable of helping out with it due to some sickness and stuff. So unfortunately, what we have closed down our PDF line to basically be when we can make them, we'll make them. So because of that, we are now adjusting everything and how the Patreon works, because I personally don't like it when people subscribe to our latest tier and be like, oh boy, I'm gonna get PDFs, but it's now like, we can't do that anymore. So why does this tier exist? So we're adjusting everything, and also adjusting stuff for inflation and stuff and everything else. So we're all getting that all adjusted. So as much as we could have the capacity to make it, it would take a lot of our time and a lot of energy to do so. Source books are also a lot harder than something that we would want to do first, like a bestiary. So it's a lot of work for just a couple people to do. And even though if we got other writers and stuff, there would also be the overhead of it, because if I go up to someone and go, give me your fantastic idea, then we got to go to their stuff, go over it, make sure it fits in this puzzle piece that we're making, and then get everything sanded and going. And then sometimes writers go, hey, you asked for my idea, I don't want my idea touched all that much. And then you got to go with that sanding, which really sucks. So it's no, it's not happening anytime soon until we make a whole bunch of extra money. Then I can hire people to make that happen. So with your support, we can potentially make it happen.
$1 trillion.
I'm not leaving anywhere. I will hang on to Soren until I become like a boil growing on his back.
Not a boil.
Yeah,
The boiler.
a boil.
We're all boils on God's great, beautiful back.
He would ask, serious Chris, why do you guys not like Gurgurburger make majestic dragon noises and stuck it with what? Because they're assholes.
It's true. That is true.
To answer two quick questions. Both Bloodgrave Chaosbringer asked, for Salty, what was your reaction when Soren and the crew asked you to draw their characters? And Masamune Date 1600 asks, how long have you been an artist and what inspired you to being a tabletop role-playing game artist? I got into tabletop role-playing games when I was 16 years old, and I was a part of a playtest, drew a funny picture, the playtest was sent in, and then that person asked, do you want to draw and maybe write for this game? And I said, haha, yes, I am a legal adult. And then I got paid when I was 16 years old to work on that, and then I cheated my way into the tabletop role-playing game world. I came in here because Soren wanted me, and we play funny games together. When Soren said, hey, do you wanna doodle these guys? I was like, heck yeah, I get to help my friend Soren, and I want to play a game, and I get to draw for more money. Yes, please. That's my entire tabletop role-playing game story squished into one.
Thurston, what was the fate of the guardsmen in Fimbria 5?
That's gonna be a special one day. The Genestealer Cult special.
Oh,
No.
love that one.
And we'll have Salty draw them because we love Salty.
Oh my god!
Right.
I each player will play a
different limb.
There'll be like one guy who's not part of the Genestealer Cult, like one actual guardsman, and all the other players have like multiple limbs or claws or whatever, and then they'll just be fucking Ted.
Yeah.
We need to take a break and finish that Wrath and Glory thing. By the way,
Yeah.
Does it gnaw on you at night? Do you wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it?
I just like playing through that game.
Yeah.
I liked our characters. I like playing with
It was
everybody.
fun. Yeah, we had a great fucking crew, honestly.
I
Yeah,
think
we did.
That was such a funny party. I loved them.
I think your party was like perhaps one of the more fun narrative decoration parties ever.
I agree.
In that little run, everyone had such good dynamics, and they were all a little bit of an asshole, but they were assholes
It's true.
together.
It's true.
Asshole together strong, as they say.
I need
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
True.
I need to reuse
Flappers.
Roos potentially when we play Starfinder. I need to be a big guy.
It's just exactly the same.
It's just Roos again.
It's just Roos.
It's
Use
not,
battle
not even
cry.
a change of art. Everyone else has different character art. It's just Roos
Yeah.
again.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it should be
Roos.
Roos 2 and Robo Roos.
No. His first name is Ob, and his last name is Toos, and he's just Roos but blue.
Ah.
That's a little bit too clever for us.
Yeah, name him Stink. That's
Yeah.
our brand of
Yeah,
humor.
yeah.
Can we call him
yeah.
Stank
Stink.
Shithole? Beautiful
Yeah.
guy.
Shitto.
Glup shitto.
Yeah, it just needs to
Bloodman asks, are you going to make character model sheets for us? Not does not have one, and some of the other characters of other campaigns. Nope. Not permitted by Paizo's policy. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Sadly.
We made the mistake of doing that for the Kingmaker campaign. And then I double checked the policy and I was like, whoops, can't do that. Sorry. That was rules content we cannot fuck with.
Yeah.
They do not permit it, but they're very generous with their new policy. So
We must be extra kind to Paizo, or else they will put Thurston back in the Torment Nexus for our
I
sins.
don't want to go on the Torment Nexus again.
don't listen. He loves it. He loves it, folks. This episode is sponsored by the Torment Nexus. That's right, the Torment Nexus. It was building it was a great idea. I don't regret it at all. Even though everyone told me, don't build the Torment Nexus, don't build the Torment Nexus.
Bad.
Well, guess what? It's here.
It did this to my throat. That's why I can't.
Happy Pride.
Happy.
Wait, that doesn't seem appropriate.
Hold on.
actually.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Hello?
I don't like what I'm implying there. Never
I
mind.
implore you to
Hello?
reconsider.
Everybody, speaker's just gonna go Control Z on that moment. And,
Yeah, we're all gonna pretend it didn't happen.
Uh,
I'm gonna erase the time in which it occurred.
if we get canceled because of any of you, I'm throwing you to the wolves.
I mean, if you're gonna get canceled because of any of us, you're gonna get canceled because of me.
Cancel culture is
True.
alive and well.
That guy asked, Christopher Odo, how was your character's how was your character's change since you first created the character?
Vina used to be like the goal with Vina originally was to have her be a little bit more of like a Robin Hood style bastard, this like steal from the rich, give to the poor, kind of like somebody who fancied herself kind of a hero, but didn't really recognize that piracy involved like a life of crime. And then as the game kind of went on and like Vina just kind of became the fail girl that we know and love, and a bunch of stuff just kind of kept happening to her, I'm like, no, I think that it makes a lot more sense for her core struggle to kind of end up being that like the long shadow that her mother cast, because she's always been she's always been inspired by, of course, the Dread Pirate Roberts. And so kind of leaning into that angle of it, where she's like trying to step out of the long shadow left by her mother, just felt like a more fun angle for her. And plus, it's fun to kind of yes and the fact that I've died so many times, like turn that into a character moment. I that was fun. So that was kind of the idea with Vina.
I think it's kind of cool that you took your first character option and essentially went, and that's gonna be my mom.
Yes, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Because Vina's mom, I can't reveal too terribly much about her right now, but I will say that her class is Intimidation Swashbuckler, which I realized, with a little bit of grumbling, is kind of the better Swashbuckler. Demoralized Swashbucklers are really fucking good.
Yeah, I assume that she is her, capital H.
Yes, she's her, she's been her, she will continue to be her.
You're Ben her.
But the people want to know, is Vinas Mom hot?
I haven't actually wait, I have seen some art. Yes, Vinas Mom is hot.
Okay, thank God. Ooh.
Is she the kind of hot where you're a bit scared?
Yes. The art direction I very specifically gave was she has to be scowling, and she has to look like, she and Vina look very similar, but she has to look very scary, very intimidating. This is the kind of woman who will tell you to walk the plank, and you'll do it because you're afraid of what happens if you don't.
The arch MILF, if you will.
True.
Oh, she's in the calendar.
I fear she will be. That's what the Vina hometown arc is gonna be. It's gonna be everybody meeting Vina's mom and going, "Wow, can she be in the party instead?"
Vina's mom has got it going on.
Oh my God.
Dungeons and Dimwits ask, this is probably a long answer for your thing. Quick question, Jodo. Question: the last 3 sessions have been around 15-20 episodes. Now, I know this is supposed to be the last campaign, but ignoring, it's not last campaign, last season of this campaign. But ignoring the bits and meme episodes, roughly how many episodes are we going to have left? If you can answer, so the plan is that we all have, if you haven't surmised already, for how things were going, each character has their own little, like we're all visiting the characters' homelands and stuff like that, because we wanted to show off we wanted to show off the world a little bit for the last hurrah, just like here's Rotgrind in different places. It's not just Outset. There's different places in the world and different continents and stuff. 2, we wanted to highlight the characters just so you can everyone gets a moment, because sometimes it's very hard during a campaign if someone doesn't speaks out there, if they don't really plan something to work something with the game master. It's sometimes hard for them to get a bit of spotlight or a moment sometimes. So this is our opportunity for them to be like, hey, if you want something really cool, now's your time. Like work with Thirst and figure it out. And how many episodes it'll be, we've no idea. At first we kind of planned it out on how long things would be, but then I told Thurston, just take your time for it. Let's not rush everyone's arc. Let's just kind of chill out with it. Let people have their time.
Then we have an episode full of Baron Harkonnen memes and what am I gonna do? Am I gonna rush that? No, of course not.
Yeah. So
that would be wrong.
It's us having a good time. But this should last a good chunk of next year, give or take. Next year should be, should be where this ends, basically, where the Rotgrind stuff ends. And as much as it's sad and stuff, it allows us to do other things. It allows us to look at other worlds, other games, things because that's kind of how we're changing with stuff. And also fundamentally, in my opinion, changes how we even distribute content, because one of the things, because ever so often I sit down, do some market research and see how you guys are consuming content, see how other people are doing content, see just generally what people are looking at and how you're consuming things. And a lot of people listen to this type of shows on podcasts. It's always been the popular format. And years ago, streaming used to really be the thing for tabletop RPG shows. It used to be the bee's knees for it. It used to be the center focus on it. And over time, I kept looking at all the Dungeons and Dragons shows, anybody else that does tabletop RPG, stuff like that. Sorry, I'm in TED Talk mode, so I apologize for this long answer.
You're good.
So feel free to be like, I'm tired of hearing you. So as I kind of look around a lot of stuff, a lot of people don't watch live streams anymore. Even if you look at Critical Role stats as a good indicator, because they're kind of like I would say industry lead basically on that kind of thing, because they're the one who's really, besides the Acquisitions Incorporated stuff back in the day, they're the ones who really kind of like brought it more into the limelight. And you can see how various other shows who try to do it now just can't get there for some reason, or even when they do, it's a fraction of what they should be at. And that has told me, going like, I don't know, we should keep doing the streaming thing anymore. And the main reason we still do it now is honestly because you guys pay for it, really. To be honest with you, like, you guys still show up and subscribe and stuff like that, and that's been the big motivator. And I like talking to people live. I really like talking to you guys, which is why I still like live stream on my end every so often, just to talk to you guys. And when it was like, hey, what about this about the show? I'm like, oh, I'll tell you. You know, I'm like, I'll tell you about everything. But yeah, and that's the one thing for shows like this, it helps us change direction, because once you kind of solidify yourself in one way, it's hard to shift gears, especially with a really long campaign. Once you expect it to be live, you need to be live, like, as far going forward. So now with the change of plans that we're doing, thanks neighbors for dragging your hardwood chairs across your floor, because for some reason it doesn't drive you fucking insane. Every day, man. I don't know why they do it. But it threw me off. basically it allows us to reapproach how we do these type of shows, because tabletop RPG shows are probably, in my opinion, one of the hardest things to kind of go through, because it's a full production. You have to pay so many people. Everyone's got to get paid in some way, shape, or form. It's a monster. It's a production. It's a theater show, improv show. You got to learn books and crap. You got to be on the ball for it. All this other stuff. Like, you can't just show up and play a video game and make a bunch of jokes like other streamers can with like random games. Here you got to be on your A game. And we're trying to find other ways to try to make it entertaining while also like not breaking the wallet and also destroying our time. So the long answer to your question for that, that's how it is, and that's how you also probably are seeing other people change things, because the world is changing and how you yourself are trying to consume this type of content, because we have to pay attention to that. We can't just keep doing the same thing and over and over and over. We got to adapt. So that's why you've seen shorts become very prevalent, because people don't have time to watch 3 hours of content of tabletop RPGs. They rather get the highlights sometimes. So that's why ours have been doing surprisingly well, you know, for all that stuff. I was hoping also during that time, if anybody else grabbed any other questions.
Salty sent one to me that she noticed, from Autistic Arachnid. To all, what advice can you give someone making not only a campaign, but a world from complete scratch? Where to focus, where to start, where to focus your effort, etc. Yeah, for that one, for me, I've run a few home games and stuff, because Salty is aware that I am an insane person and have run very obscure, weird systems and games. For me, the rule of thumb for world building is always just the world serves the campaign rather than vice versa. So always be flexible, always listen to your players, always, you know, realize that the world itself is sort of there to service the characters and their story, and to be flexible and have fun with it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have fun with it, you did it wrong. Do it again.
Explode.
Before I go to our last question, potentially, anybody else find a question they want to answer?
I found one. and it's a very wah one, but it still works. Was Vina inspired by Captain Jack Sparrow?
A little bit.
Wait.
He was on her character doc. Although I would say her biggest inspiration is probably a bit closer to if you've ever seen Black Sails, she's a bit closer to Jack Rackham. The delightful, charismatic fail boy. Who kind of has his moment where he realizes that he's so much more than everybody ever said he was, etc., etc.
And in that way, Vina's very different from him because,
Doesn't fail.
yeah, because
That's so true.
it's a better one. That's a good save.
Earndil asks, where's Baldric Earndil been? He was on vacation, and we didn't feel right kicking Salty out when he came back. So that's basically it.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't feel right to be like, hey, Earndil's back, get out. Like that,
I was,
you know.
mind you, I was more than fine with being kicked out, but people like having me around, so I'm sticking around for the rest of Golgotha, and then I will go, don't worry, my planet needs me, and then I will disappear. I will be, my cell will be grabbed, and I will be sheeply dragged off screen.
Will it be a perfect cell or an imperfect cell?
I think it will be a frame perfect cell.
Oh, damn.
I get your Simpsons reference. I'm with you, Salty. I get
Thank you,
your
thank you, sir.
Simpsons. I got
Simple
you.
songs.
Yeah, well, what'll probably happen
Simpsons.
is that me and Thurston will be at Gen Con this coming up a couple weeks, and then I'll be away on my vacation. Then when I get back, we'll probably coordinate with Earndil where he'll take my spot on the player roster for a couple sessions, so he can role play with Snot and see what's going on a little bit, and so he can get back into the groove of things and stuff. So that'll be the like he's coming. Don't worry, he didn't like disappear or anything. He's just like just didn't seem right just to remove Snot midway during a story. Didn't make sense. But basically, Salty is here in case of like, hey, so for example, like Speaker's character or Speaker is sick or Odo's sick or somebody or so many other players are sick, and it's like, well, instead of like having to stop or we're just down a player because we just need a full roster to stay alive, we just bring Salty in and be like, here you go, Salty. Like you're afraid to fill in the slot today if you want to come play.
Yeah, descends from the heavens.
And I'm gonna be honest with all of you. I could give the most professional answer back, but my real answer is I get to play more tabletop role-playing games with friends.
Yay!
Yeah.
Why does it matter? As Zoran, will there be a one-shot in the new Warframes Starfinder adventure that was announced over the weekend? If I can get contact with them, or if every single one of you spam their socials and go, you should let Narrative Declaration, or you should collab with us, because they'll pay attention at that point. But honestly, if you want stuff to happen, that's literally all you have to do. You don't come to me. You do not come to me for it. You literally go to them. That's all you have to do. Everyone in mass has to do it. You all have to go to their socials and go, you really need to work with these people. Or like, I really want these people to do this thing. That's all you have to do. Because then what that goes is that the company will then come to us, hopefully, and then go, hey, we've been seeing this, we've been getting attention for this and da-da-da. Obviously, you have enough clout for this to happen. We're willing to work with you. And then off it goes. It's just that our community has to do it. We can try to send stuff over, but there's those things in meetings. There's negotiation power to where if I go to them, I am in less of a position during that meeting because they hold the power during that meeting. But if they come to me, I hold the power of that meeting. That means we can negotiate for different rates and stuff like that. Like it's a weird dynamic. That's why companies prefer people go to them than they go to people, unless they're very much pressured to do so. So we're dynamic for that stuff. So I would love to, but I would like to get it to be a sponsored thing first before anything else. But potentially, because I know Minerva really wants to do it, because I know Minerva will put Minerva there. Like, this will be a one shot, so the Warframe fans will be in that one.
I raise my hand with my several thousand hours.
Exactly.
Man, Warframe does look fun.
It is a fantastic game. It's one where the devs care and actually reward you for your time.
Ooh.
Mm.
And those are some hot robots. I gotta give them that. Those are some hot
They
robots.
keep getting them
Oh, yeah?
asses.
Yeah, because they have taste.
You know what the people want?
Yeah, like
Valkyria heirloom has such a big ass. It's
true.
I'm just saying, everyone. There's a Warframe for all taste. Smiles.
Sniling so neatly.
Okay, we're gonna answer a couple more questions, and then I'll get the last one out and stuff. So Thurston,
Hi.
Dude, I wonder, asked, have you ever wanted to be a player?
Some, like, I don't know. I envisioned being a player for that joy of not having to prep the session and do all the prep and all the preparation, and I could just show up and play, and that's really bug. But I don't know. I enjoy being sort of the eternal GM. That is a role I enjoy. But I've been seduced lately. There have been a couple game ideas pitched secretly that I'd like to be a player in. So I don't know. Maybe in the future. Taps nose, smiles, hugs you,
Sniles.
smiles.
Smiling so sneetly.
Places landmine
Smiler.
under your
The sneaky
chair.
Sniler.
Yeah. Smiles.
Smiles.
All right. The last question is, what are the plans for after Rotgrind that Liam asked? It's not 100% determined yet, so don't say anything we say it's gospel here. But basically the plan is to go, cool, we have done this. We will work on this slowly but surely as we do stuff. Basically the restructure that we're doing is that we're concentrating more on adventures and stuff people would like to see. In fact, we did like a Patreon poll, which honestly, like it's like just following the Patreon is just like following our blog post. If you just ever want to know exactly what's going on, it's there. It's always there, or following our Discord, because we'll try to cross post it. Basically we put out fillers of like, what systems would you like us to try? What Pathfinder 2e adventures would you like us to try? Like, it's not really a Patreon ad. It's for free. You can follow it for free. You know, because you can just follow it and then you get the free updates that we do, because the posts are public.
Yeah, it's the newsletter. It's all of the ways to interact with things. It's where you get all the news.
And
Cool stuff.
and with that, we basically the idea is basically to concentrate on just making kind of like more shows we think people will really enjoy, and then give Rotgrind some time to breathe, but then eventually come back to it. Because we kind of want to like get some renewed fervor for it, because everyone's been playing in the thing for years. Like we had to quickly get Rotgrind together after the Warhammer stuff, because if we didn't get it together fast enough, I would have gone homeless. So we had to quickly get stuff together. And I think now that we can be like, okay, let's take our time with it when we want to return to it, and get it all nice and prepped and ready, and get a good plan going to support it later and stuff like that. I think that's what we want to do. But for now, we're like, let's go try some other systems. Let's learn some stuff. Let's get some new faces in here for like, because I'm trying to get like another group of people to kind of do other stuff as well, because I love everyone here and our other group for Kingmaker and stuff like that, but not everyone has the time to do all the stuff that the show needs. So just trying to find ways to expand. And that's basically the future planning of it all, is do more shows. Like we're trying to get a season of Ghost Crew together. We're planning to do Starfinder, trying to get some feelers out on that when I come back. We have the Dune RPG we want to do. We have the Alien RPG that we're going to do. There's other stuff we're going to do. And then, of course, if someone comes up and is like, I want to run this, I'm like, okay, let's see what we have for money. So honestly, the more we raise, the more we can do stuff, because unfortunately everything costs money. We're kind of stuck with exactly what we're doing because we can afford exactly what we're doing.
Chat, if we get $5,000 more, I will grab every Final Fantasy brain rot person in Nerdic, and I will run Fabula Ultima. And I will give them all the stupid little Final Fantasy tropes they've ever wanted.
Fight me! I will play Final Fantasy game. Oh my god, I will play
There's
Final
actually
Fantasy
the
game.
literal Final Fantasy RPG with get closer together mechanics. There's literally the cardboard cutout of get closer.
Get close.
There's gonna be
Haystack. I mean spread.
gonna be a contraction of Wrath and Glory. Sorry, I don't know what that means.
And you'll never know.
I was hoping
Law.
someone else could help elaborate for me. I don't know what that would mean.
That could
Which
never
chat is it
happen.
in?
Oh, that Wrath and Glory can never happen?
No,
What? I'm
I
confused.
thought you were talking about the Final Fantasy joke.
No, so a chat member said, "Is there going to be a contraction of Wrath and Glory?" I don't know what that means.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
thought we were still
continuation.
talking about Final Fantasy. I'm stupid. You
Yeah,
don't
It
listen
may
to
have
me.
been continuation. It could have autocorrected.
Yeah, I don't know what they're meaning. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I think they mean like, is there going to be after Wrath and Glory is conclude? Wrath and Glory, Jesus Christ! After
Maybe a
Rotgrind-
continuation.
Yeah, if like there's any chance of Rotgrind 2.
I think there's a question. I think what they're meaning is that I think after Rotgrind or somewhere in between, if we want to take a break, we'll finish the Wrath and Glory stuff. I think my opinion is that I think I mentioned it before that I just want to reclaim the Warham's name and not strictly be an Alpha's universe and just be like, let's just use Warhams for all of our Warhammer stuff. We don't strictly have to have it in the TTS verse, and just keep using that for any time we do Warhammer stuff, and then just keep doing like other Warhammer things. Because I think the new Old World Warhammer RPG has been out for a bit, and I was told that they made some improvements to that, and I really want to go through it.
I want to play a rat catcher.
So going through the Warhammer Fantasy stuff would be cool, and so bringing back Warham's Fantasy and stuff like that, I think would be really fun.
Horus Heresy.
Horus Heresy.
You keep bringing up that fucking game, and I don't know. I won't be a player in that one. I looked at Malefic Dictum, and it was like the same shit. Like, you could control 6 other characters. I'm like, I don't know if that's for me.
But Soren,
That's
you can
fair.
play the Hunchback the Vizier character for 4 other players.
I don't know. I have to be sold on that one. Like, I'm more than happy to host it if people really want to watch it, but I don't know how good that's going to be.
I'll make it the most epic thing you've ever seen.
All right, man.
I swear to God.
All right. Now.
You will cry tears as brother betrays brother.
Whoa.
I
hell
cannot
yeah.
wait to betray HulkyKrow.
I cannot
Oh,
wait to
no.
betray Speaker. Bold of you.
Hey,
to
how would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever betray me? I'm such a good friend to you, and I'm so good to you all the time. And you would betray me? That's literally uncool.
I
You
can't
have
wait. to
summarized. Speaker and Hulky have just summarized the relationship between the Emperor's children and Iron Hands. There, that is the relationship.
True.
It's delight.
But yeah,
Yep.
there's a lot we want
I'm
to do.
excited for the future. I think good things are coming.
Indeed.
I think so.
I'm super down to clown with whatever these guys run. It's gonna be fun, whatever happens. You know, I'm here for it.
Yeah. So with that, sorry for canceling the episode today, everybody. Obviously Thurston's throat and everything's all getting there, and I've had some family members pass away, kind of dropping like flies this last week, and it's been fucking shitty. So we've been raw dogging it for a good bit. So I am going to, So with that, if you really want to help us out and stuff like that, always patreon.com/narrative declaration. Please let people know we exist if you don't mind. We are going to be gone for the next month. Me and Thurston will not be here for a couple of weeks, and then I will not be here for basically nearly the rest of August. I'm actually finally taking a vacation for once in my life, so I'm going to, like, that's not like a staycation or anything. I'm fucking off as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I will not be around. So please let us know what you like. Joining our Discord and just letting us know, because one thing also about following the Patreon and stuff, and even the Discord, is that every so often we'd be like, hey, we're looking to see what campaigns you guys really want us to play, along with feeling internally of like, what do we really want to play? Because that's mostly important. One of the major priorities there. And just for having you guys come over and be like, we really want to see you do X, Y, and Z, you know, because there's like stuff like Daggerheart that's out. I literally have my PDFs for Lancer to read on the airplane, you know, and on breaks during my vacation, just to get better at that. You know, there's potential for BattleTech stuff, because I've been talking to people about BattleTech to try to figure out narratively, can we do anything with that? You know, and that's been a challenge to try to figure out. There's a lot we want to do. We just need some help. So we greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for chilling with me, answering some Q&A questions every so often. And with that, we're going to leave. Love you guys very, very much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Farewell. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.